What's up, everybody? As you already know, my name is Alyceson-Grace and welcome to my channel. Goodness gracious, this is like my third time doing this. I am sleepy. It is 2 a.m. and I decided I'm gonna make a video almost every day, so pressure. At any rate, I am selling bracelets, so I'll put the link in the description below. You'll find something on the website that you like, I promise, and it's all inexpensive. I wear them all the time, and I think you should too. And they're very comfy and cozy. At any rate, today I wanted to talk about interpersonal relationships in college and how they change from high school. So the friendships you have going into college will not be the same as the ones that you leave with. Now, you might have the same friends, but the friendships are going to be different. For me personally, I'm going to talk about two specific situations. So this one person that I was close to in my childhood ended up going to college with me, and we were so close. My fall semester, we were really close, like running buddies. And then when she withdrew in the spring, we kind of lost touch. I mean, I saw her a lot for a number of reasons, but it wasn't the same as when we were together in the fall, because in the fall we could just call each other up whenever, and we could go wherever, and we could take videos however, and we could just kind of do anything we wanted at that time, and we were together. But when she left UNT, things changed, and I still miss her deeply. Like, I still talk to her, I still Snapchat her, I still visit her, and I still see her, but it's just, I know it still hurts me in some cases because I had so much fun with her. When we went in, I thought we were going to be so close for all 4 years, and then by the next semester she was gone. In contrast, another person that I came to college with from high school, I thought we weren't going to be close. I didn't even think we were going to be real friends anymore, because of just how we ended high school together. And all of a sudden, he showed up out of nowhere and made all the effort that I've ever seen to be close to me again or to be friends with me. And it was kind of crazy. And even to this very day, I still don't fully understand what changed that narrative. But that situation kind of taught me a lot about how people will really put in effort for friendships or for people that they care about and that they love. And I'll talk about that towards the end. The friendships that you come in with are not exactly the same as the ones you will leave with. And that's what I want to warn you ahead of time. And your relationships, your romantic ones, they might fall apart. In fact, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but more than likely they will fall apart. Because I saw time after time after time these happy relationships that lasted over 2 years just fall apart as soon as they got to college. I can't explain it, but my best bet is that people just change so much in 1 year that you're not as compatible as you used to be. Also, in high school, friendships were built based on proximity and propinquity, so you were always near certain people. You took the classes with them, you had lunch with them, you lived near them. You were guaranteed those things, hopefully. The people that I ran with, I had sports, or we had lunch, or we had classes. It was never somebody that I just didn't see anywhere, And that was my friend group. But then when I got to college, a lot of those friends disappeared. Out of sight, out of mind is so real. And it's kind of sad, but it's just something you have to address. If you don't see somebody, sometimes it's hard to remember just how much you love them, how much you care about them, how deeply you feel about them, you care about them, but you don't realize how much until they're really there with you. The unfortunate truth is sometimes we get to a point where we've gone so long without seeing people that we completely forget just how much we love them. We never recover that memory, and we learn to live with it. And it's a natural part of life, but that doesn't make it hurt any less. I mean, I had a friend in the middle of high school that I lost significant touch with. They still made the effort to try to come back and still to rekindle things, and it was my choice that I just didn't want it to be that way, because that out of sight, out of mind hit me so hard that I didn't miss them the way that I thought I would, or the way that I used to, or the way that I hoped I would. I just didn't feel that anymore. And because I didn't feel that anymore, I didn't feel inclined to continue that friendship the same way. And I mean, the person and I are still friends, but there's not that desperation for that friendship to stay as close and as tight as it used to be. And I think a lot of that will happen to you when you're in college. You will have friends and lovers that you had in the past that you care so deeply for, but by the time you get to college, so much about you and your world and the people you meet has changed that you learn to just let it go. And it's a beautiful feeling, but it means you have to let go of the past. There are some exceptions, don't get me wrong. There's always exceptions to the rule, like the director of my dance team, or the former director of my dance team. From what I remember, she's been with the same man for over 7 years. I can't relate. Never experienced that. I've liked a boy I used to like this one boy for like 3 years. I think the max I've ever liked somebody was 3 years. There's an exception to that, but I didn't know I liked him, and my mom's the one who called me out on that. But anyway, in the cases that I've known I liked somebody, 3 years is the maximum. And it makes sense because people change so much in 3 years that by the time the third year comes around, they've changed so much that perhaps I don't really feel compatible with that person anymore. But my director and her boyfriend, they have been together for longer than I was gonna make a joke about any relationships I've had, but where are they? So that is completely different, and I expect them to get married in the future whenever they feel ready. So that's just something I hope that you take to heart, is that your relationships will change, and you just have to be ready. And I have faith that you will be ready, because I didn't know if I'd be ready, and I was. So it was my first time experiencing that, but yeah, what I wanted to tag back from my beginning statement with the other close friend is that people make time for what they care about. If you are in an in-person setting, or if you're in a public or private setting, and this person is not conducting themselves in a way that proves to you that they care, then they don't care. Don't read any more into it. Everybody wants some pretty little relationship, but they don't want all the struggle that goes with it. And even I had to learn that, because I like companionship and I really care about companionship, but I don't want to deal with all the complexities of a relationship, because I just don't have time for it, and I really don't want to waste my energy and my heart on that. Because I'll never forget that there was one particular day in high school where I had a major argument with somebody, and I was in the wrong. I had said something that was very inappropriate to them, and they were so hostile and so mean, rightfully so, but they were so mean, and it took a physical and emotional toll on me. I had no tests, I had no quizzes, so it didn't matter academically, but my face looked so different, my eyes were different, my heart was different. I was in a completely low mood, and it was just disturbing enough that my dad was worried about me, that people I don't speak to were worried about me, that the person themselves was slightly worried, might have been a little bit more guilty, but you get my point. Teachers were worried about me. Like, that was intense. And that was my junior year, when I was getting out of some funks that I'd been dealing with, let alone somebody who is just, let alone a full-blown relationship where that is consistent, or let alone an interpersonal relationship where it is so draining on you emotionally. It's terrible. It's really painful, and I don't want you to go through that, because it can have so many bad effects. But I want you to know that people who really do care about you are going to put in the effort, and just use your eyes. Don't listen to outside sources that don't know your story. You've got to go with what you hear, what you see. Listen to the advice, of course, pay attention, but don't allow other people to override what your gut is saying. Take all those tips, you should be fine. So just watch for a change in relationships. People who care about you are going to put in the effort. Trust your gut. Trust your senses. Don't put other people before you. Don't be narcissistic. But that's it. Anyway, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. As you know, I make videos whenever I feel like it. August, I will try to be as active as I possibly can before I move away, but it happens. I miss videos sometimes, but I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully you get linked to some previous videos so you can just kind of binge watch my channel stuff. And I will talk to you later. So I love you so much, and I hope this helps so much. Comment below if you want me to talk about something else or whatever. I'll see you later. Bye.